Hey, it's Andy from Antek Automation. Today we're talking about something that's quietly happening underneath every small firm's marketing. Search behavior is shifting. The way people look for a service is genuinely different than it was 3 years ago, and the firms whose marketing still assumes the old behavior are quietly losing ground. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what's actually changed and the practical moves to make so you're visible where the next wave of clients is looking. Here's what's happening. 5 years ago, somebody who needed a service typed a few words into a search box and looked at the first 3 or 4 results. That still happens, but it's no longer the only path. A growing share of searches now start with a voice question, a chat style query, or a question typed into a tool that answers directly instead of giving links. The answer that comes back is often a short list of firms, or a single recommendation. For small service firms and small law practices, this matters. If your entire visibility strategy is built around being on page 1 of the old star search results, you're playing in a smaller game than you used to. The good news is that the moves that get you cited in a new style of search are almost all the same fundamentals that always worked. They just have to be done deliberately and clearly. Tip number 1. Write your website in the same language clients use to ask the question. Read your homepage out loud. Does it sound like the answer to a question a real client would ask, or does it sound like a brochure? Plain answers to plain questions get pulled into the new style of search results. Marketing copy doesn't. The faster your site reads like a real answer, the more often it gets used as one. Number 2, structure your service pages around real client problems, not your internal service names. Don't have a page called litigation services. Have a page called what happens after a car accident in your state. Don't have a page called HVAC contracts. Have a page called what to do when your boiler stops working in the middle of winter. Match the question and you'll match the search. Number 3. Get a clear, complete listing on every map and directory that matters in your sector. Google, Bing, Apple Maps, your professional bar or trade association directory, the local chamber. The new style of search pulls from a wider set of sources than the old one. Where the old game rewarded 1 or 2 strong listings, the new game rewards consistent presence across all the credible ones. By the way, there's a full written version of this on the blog if you want the detail. Links in the show notes. Number 4, have a frequently asked questions section on every important service page. The questions clients actually ask, not the ones you wish they'd ask. Cost, timing, what happens at the first call, what areas you cover, what you don't take on. Clear answers to those questions are exactly what the new generation of search results display, often before the click. A well-written FAQ does some of your selling for you, free. Number 5, collect reviews that mention what you actually did. Encourage the specifics. The town, the type of case, the type of job. 5-star reviews with a single word are good for stars and not much else. A review that says they helped me with my DUI in Tucson and got the charge reduced does work no advert can. Coach clients gently when you ask. It will feel awkward the first 3 times. After that, it's just part of the workflow. Number 6, have a few pieces of content that answer the big educational questions in your niche. Not 100 posts, 10 really good ones covering the questions every new client has. What does a free consultation actually cover? What's the difference between this kind of case and that kind? What do I need to bring with me? These pieces of content become the source of recommendations because they're answering the same questions the new tools are trying to answer. Number 7, stay visible on whichever one social channel your clients actually use. Same approach as old school visibility, 1 short, useful post a week. Consistency matters more than volume. The point isn't to chase trends, the point is to remain the firm that's clearly still in business, clearly knows what it's doing, and clearly invests a few minutes a week telling people what it sees. Boring beats brilliant if it actually happens. So to recap, search behavior has shifted. Write your site in the language clients use, structure service pages around their problems, get listed on every credible directory, put real FAQs on your key pages, collect specific reviews, publish 10 genuinely useful pieces of educational content, and stay consistent on 1 social channel. None of this is new advice, it's just done with intent. The firms that do it for a year quietly become the ones recommended without paying for it. That's your quick tip for today. If you want to see how AI automation can help your business, head to antekautomation.com or give us a bell on 0333 038 9960. Cheers.